Initial response in regards to the convoys in Canada. Quote, "So either this is real grassroots and spreading, hopeful, but doubtful in my opinion at this late stage of the game, or yet another sector that will stop production," unquote. My response: if mass non-compliance ever kicks in, a grassroots movement that wishes to stop production, and grind the country to a halt, nay the world, then I can only imagine that they would attempt to play their trump card, war and the threat of global conflict. War has a tendency, like pandemics, to ensure that the pesky dissidents are seen as aiding and abetting the enemy via their non-compliance, or adhering to inquisitiveness. Quote, "fall in line and conform for the good of the group," unquote, is a psychological trope as old as time itself, but luckily for the unimaginative rulers, so is human stupidity. A cornered and dying animal acts more ferociously than one who is not, and yet we do not see that within these protests. Sure, Trudeau is supposedly fleeing, but this seems like more of a bait than an actual act of fearfulness on their part. That being, the Ottawa police seem to be doing nothing or very little, bar a few clampdowns out of Ottawa. Moreover, we have Trudeau, who seemingly is antagonising the truckers, of which one would think, as we see throughout other potential protests in previous years regarding the logistical system and trucks and convoys, they're typically negotiated with fairly quickly as to avert any potential logistical problems that should arise from their protesting. Continuing on, for a revolutionary group that threatens the existence of their plan that has been in the making for a millennium or more, the control system seems not to care too much about the supply chain for the needlecrafts and any negative effects this may have upon it. I think, though I may be just someone who has seen these controlled Hopus Pocus circus events for far too long, that this will be used for nefarious purposes, either to smear the opposition or instigate a Jan 6-like event to, again, smear the opposition to an even greater degree. We see there was some strange canisters that were found. They potentially could be corrosive, toxic, or even explosive substances, and they were held inside of a police station. Very strange indeed. That was yesterday that report came out. Continuing on, it allows the government the opportunity to reassert the waning needlecraft narrative, which is in terminal decline at this stage. This is the energy that is required to push the public to either accept a universal needlecraft, a new mutation, or the universal mandates, or alternatively, it may be to obfuscate the failings of government by this soon-to-be instigated insurrection that shall trump that, transferring blame to the lower classes, of course. Again, this will segue nicely into the next transitionary event, or the final one. The numerological confluence is 2, and the significance of the number 222 in the Kabbalistic doctrine, as I have pointed out previously within my Kabbalah series, and also other series, seem to point to the importance of this day, the 2nd of February 2022, 22222, although whether this is merely a pivot point, or the epochal end of the needlecraft event, or a great narrative taking place, is anyone's guess.